So Don Lemon and Reese Waters went on TV. They had some things to say about Kevin Hart, y'all. They said he shouldn't have laughed. They said his face was the problem. And I sat there and I watched that clip and I said, yep, that's right. But they ain't right enough. When I tell y'all, I sat there and I watched that man laugh at his own people's death on stage, full of people who, honey, when I tell you, I wasn't even going to do this today. I promise y'all I wasn't. Because sometimes I mess up my words when I'm just so tired. And I know y'all be in the comments like, Gigi, you stuttering. I'll be like, yeah, I be stuttering because I'm human. And this is what's human being look like when you're watching Black Death become content for the same algorithm that's racialized the shooter. But see, that's what they don't understand, y'all. They think a roast is just a roast. They think, oh, it's comedy, it's edgy, it's pushing a line. But pushing a line for who? That's what I need to know. Pushing a line for who? Because I remember long time ago when they made us the joke, the Zip Coon, the Pink and Natty, the Mammy, the Uncle Tom, laughing so hard we couldn't breathe. And now they want us to laugh at the real thing, the real death, the real pavement, the real 8 minutes and 46 seconds. And they want us to laugh at it on stage with the people whose hands I know. I know those hands. I know what they do when nobody's watching. I know what they do in the voting booth. Same hands clapping at that damn roast. Same hands trying, typing. They should have complied. For 4 years straight. Same hands that voted for the pardon. Same hands that voted to dismantling. And same hands that voted for the, come on now, come on. Those are them same hands. And I'm sorry. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. But I need y'all to hear me. It ain't the joke. It ain't the words. It's the hands that told them. It's the hands that told them. It's the mouth that shaped it. It's the culture that produced it and then turned around and said, why y'all so sensitive?
Yeah. I know that people try to make George Floyd and Charlie Kirk an apples to apples comparison. I don't think that it is. Number one, Charlie Kirk was a very public person who gave very strong opinions about how he felt about Black people and women and all of that. George Floyd was not a public person. He was a private citizen. One of them was killed by gun violence, right? If you really want to be honest about it, should not have died that way, but the very guns that the people who were there and the people who are upset about the jokes that they want, right? Mm-hmm. That they promote. Mm-hmm. George Floyd was part of a system that it has systematically abused and killed Black people, especially Black men. So there are nuances to it. I didn't, look, I'm not a comedian. I'm not easily triggered. But I think that there has to be something in the joke that really makes you think, or it just has to be funny. And maybe my idea of funny is not your idea of funny. But, when they say, well, people weren't upset about the Charlie Kirk joke, but they were upset about the George Floyd joke. Well, what about the racism there? It's like, no, they're actually not the same thing, although they were both tragically killed.
That's what they don't get. They think both sides mean we supposed to hurt the same. But one side dies on the pavement and the other side dies on stage. And only one of them gets a Netflix special about it. Only one of them gets to be compensated. The other one just get to be dead. And Kevin, baby, I know you ain't gonna see this, but I'm only gonna say this one time. I know what that seat cost you. I know what that stage cost you. I know what it's cost to sit up there and perform gratitude for white laughter while they telling jokes about a man who died the same way your cousins died. And your cousins could have died. The same way your brothers could die. And the same way I could die. I know what it cost y'all. I know, but honey, the price is too high. The price is too high. And they say, well, Cheryl Underwood agreed to the jokes. Cheryl Underwood been agreeing to jokes her whole career. Cheryl Underwood been making space for everybody else her whole career. And when she finally brought Def Jam to that roast, when she finally said, I made it out of motherfucking, that wasn't a joke. I say it again. I made it out of motherfucking. That wasn't a joke. That was a testimony. That was a witness. That was somebody who understood that only way to survive that room was to bring your own room with you. And that's the only way. Bring your own room. Bring your own voice. Bring your own grief. Because they going to try to make you leave it at the damn door. They going to try to make you perform like you ain't carrying it. But I carry him with me. I carry George Floyd with me. I carry every name I can't say without breaking with me. Okay? And I'm tired. I am tired of explaining the difference between a public figure who chose his words and a private citizen who chose to breathe. I am tired of explaining it to people who understand perfectly and just don't care. I am tired of the mental gymnastics, the what about both sides, the can't you take a joke? The human can't begin under the suffering's ends. The humor can't begin until the suffering ends. And the suffering ain't ended. The suffering is in that White House right fucking now. That suffering is in the Justice Department right now. The suffering is in the voting booth every single Tuesday. So no, I did not laugh. I did not kiki. I didn't do the neutral face for a thumbnail. I sat there and I felt it. Because that's what being human look like, okay? That's what being black looks like in a country that want us to be the joke and the audience at the same damn time. Look, I'm only going to ask this one time. You know who you are. If you don't know, ask your hands. Ask your hands. Ask your hands, what did they do in 2024? Ask your hands what they typing right now. Ask your hands why they so comfortable laughing at a death that don't belong to them. The answer is in the hands. Always been in the hands.